All right, breaking news, breaking news. There has been a church construction accident, folks, and 2 people are dead. Police are at the scene right now, along with fire and rescue at the First Baptist Church of Camp Springs, which looks like it's a suburb of Washington, D.C., in that area there, Prince George's County. Some sort of construction accident, construction collapse at this church here, where there is a heavy police presence at the scene, crime scene tape set up. Terrible, terrible, at a church, of all places. So we're going to get some understanding of what's going on here. We are in Prince George County. There's reports that 2 people are dead. This is not a shooting, folks. 2 people are dead from a construction collapse at the church here. Maybe we'll get a press conference. We'll see what's up. We'll view in here and see what's going on here. It happened in the morning today. First Baptist Church. I was looking on the map. It's outside of Arlington, Alexandria, on the east side, Washington. See, it's just out on the outer skirts of Oxon Hill, Clinton area, Forestville, basically east of Washington, D.C. I believe people speak. I believe some witnesses speak. We're a little bit behind. Yeah, Baptist Church. Baptist Church. You see there, they got it all cut off and all the roads and police. Look how much police are there. A lot of police at the scene. Crazy. Crazy. They're calling it a deadly accident. I don't think anything is foul play here. Prince George's County. So come on in, come on in. We'll see what's up. We'll talk a little bit, try to get some information about this particular event. Pray. How about that? If you don't pray, some people might not be religious in the chat. Pray. Pray for peace. Pray. Apparently, they had to rescue some people out of there, out of that area. Waiting on your JLR shirt to be delivered, Christine. Thank you, Christine Jellybean. Christine Jellybean. Rhymes. Christine Jellybean. What is Arocon? Arocon. It looks like Arocon. Who is Arocon? Is that who is involved here? Arocon? Somebody's in big trouble here. Church construction collapse. Not a full-blown church collapse. Just want to put that out there. Deadly accident. Two dead. 2 people are dead. 2 people have died here at the church. 2 people dead. Yeah, who are the workers? Workers, I think it's that construction thing called Arocon. Let me see if I can get some information about that company there, because somebody's in big trouble. We were talking about lawsuits here. Maybe criminal liability. Definitely civil liability with the situation. Arocon. Looks like they might be the company. Arocon. Who are Arocon? Okay, so Arocon Roofing and Construction. Oh boy. Arocon is in big trouble, I would think, right? Oh boy. Arocon Roofing and Construction. And they have an office in Cambridge, Maryland, which is pretty close to where this well, they have Westminster. Let's see where they're based out of. So maybe the church, maybe it came out of they got different offices all over all the place. It's called Arocon Roofing and Construction. So it appears that Arocon was doing work here. Arocon is dedicated to providing homeowners with swift and seamless solutions, whether you're dealing with minor roof maintenance tasks, with resealing roof vents and pipe. It could be one of their own employees. Arocon. That's who's at the scene. So I would assume it's their Arocon. Church construction collapse accident. We'll see what's up. We'll get some information here. They're saying this is Temple Hills, Prince George's County, and it is the First Baptist Church of Camp Springs. The deadly incident is under investigation. Fox 5 just put out an article just a minute ago. All right, here we go. The incident occurred at the 6,000 block of Allentown Road in Camp Springs. Fox 5 has learned that two men were working on the roof, were electrocuted, and killed. Electrocuted. We might not necessarily have a collapse per se, but it's being talked about as, let me see here, accident, construction site, collapse, WUSA 9, collapse, construction site. So it's a combination, maybe somebody falling, working on a roof and fell off the roof. What in the heck is going on here? They're saying the media is reporting that two men fell off the roof. Off the roof. Possibly, do we got storms? How were they electrocuted? How in the heck were they electrocuted?
prayer goes out to that family. 'Cause that's really sad.
What is your name?
Cal.
Yeah.
Cal.
You were out here when this happened.
Yeah.
What is yours now?
Oh, was coming down the street and I just seen a big white cloud of smoke. And when I pulled up, you could see that it was two bodies laying there that were on fire. You could hear the wire and the noise that the wire would make. And they just were on fire for over an hour. Over an hour. And it took Pepco. I've been out here since 9:03. Pepco and them didn't get out here till about 10:11. So it was a long time.
What's in your heart about witnessing this?
To smell it too. It was horrible. I don't wish anything like that on anybody. And like I said, the prayers go out to that family.
And you said you could hear the lines. There's nothing anybody could do then, right?
You couldn't even get close. You couldn't get close. Couldn't do anything but stand there and watch and wait.
What did it sound like? What were you doing?
It was just a constant.
So they were still like,
Constant.
not to get too gross, they were still electrified.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I say. So nobody could do anything. Firefighters.
He was holding on to the wire. You could see the wire in his hand.
One of the men?
Yes. Yes. You could see the wire in his hand.
Oh, God. Tell me your name again. You spell your name.
K-E-L.
K-E-L. Kel.
Yeah.
And your last name, Kel?
Jackson.
So the firefighters got here too, right?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, the firefighters and the firefighters, the ambulance, they were all here at the same time. I had to stop a police officer. I ran out in the street, but he claimed he was off duty. So because he was off duty, he didn't really want to do anything.
Yeah, I got
He
it.
moved like a snail. He's not even here anymore.
But even because of electricity, firefighters couldn't approach.
They couldn't. No, they couldn't. But that off-duty officer could have got out his car a whole lot faster than what he did, though. Yep.
I got you. You're on. Thank you.
Thank
Dale. Dale.
There was a lot of smoke.
So there's a lot of smoke, and you couldn't tell unless you got close to it that there were actually bodies laying on the ground. But one of the gentlemen who was first on the scene, he alerted me not to go closer because there were bodies there. I thought it was, just trash.
And you saw that it was sparking?
Yes, they because they were laying on the power line, and the current was still going through, and it was still connected to that ladder. So that's what was generating that current to keep those bodies burning for like 40 minutes before Pepco could come out.
Yeah, so you knew it wasn't going to be a good thing to go near that.
Exactly.
Somebody's going to get hurt.
Correct.
Yeah. So there was nothing anybody could do.
There was nothing anyone could do. I mean, even the first paramedics that were on the scene, they sat here for 40 minutes and had to watch the bodies burn until Pepco could come out and turn the power off.
Were they dressed in like construction vests or anything like that? Or?
They were in civilian clothes. Their work van is on the opposite side of that church. And as I stood out here longer, I realized that they were actually workers because the back door of the van was open. And the female over here, she looked the church's website up and called the pastor. And as long as the firefighters, the police officers were out here, no one thought to call the pastor, to have the pastor come out to his own church. She did that herself. Yes.
What's in your heart about what you and everyone experienced here? I mean, because no one could do anything.
And that's the sad part. That's the sad part. Me being a combat medic, to watch someone, apparently they were already dead when they hit the ground, but to watch no one able to render aid for that long, and to see firefighters and police officers not being able to do anything until their power line is severed with the electricity current that was continuing to go through. I mean, it was still burning while they were standing here.
You
And-
said it
and-
was
and-
about
Oh my
45
God.
It
minutes.
was about 45. Yes,
Talk about traumatic.
very traumatic, very traumatic. And I guess someone contacted one of the gentleman's relatives when he came on the scene. And he was heartbroken. I think he fainted because he fell on the ground.
What's your name, sir?
My name is Daryl Sutton.
Daryl.
Yes.
Spell Daryl.
DARYL.
Sutton.
And SUTTON.
SUTTON. Yes.
Were you a combat veteran?
My experience is in the Army. I've been in Iraq, the Gulf War, Persian Gulf War, in 1991. And I got called back to active duty in 2009 for the Iraq War. So I spent 31 years in the military.
Thank you for your service.
So thank you.
Yeah. All right, Bill. Thank you very much. Who else may have?
The girl that he's talking about in the white t-shirt.
A white T-shirt? Yes. Are we feeding this back right now? Oh, I didn't know.
You've seen it before.
I've seen it before.
You've seen it before.
Yeah.
I've seen it before, and it's no good. 31 years. I've seen a lot of trauma. So what do you think it's on the ladder, or they stood the ladder up against the wire? The wire fell down.
They were on the ladder. I don't know how high that ladder extended, but it extended way up to, you see those power lines?
Yeah.
They extended the ladder up under the power line.
After then, that they hit it.
Correct. And I don't know the safety protocol.
So once it connected and they were connected, that was that.
I guess one was coming down the ladder. They both were up on the roof.
But there's a wire on the ground.
She
as
said
well?
yes. She said they were both on the roof, so they must have one was coming down, one after the other, and the ladder gave way. And the ladder was that close, and once they hit that power current,
He said it looked like the guy was holding the wire. He could probably fall in. Yeah. Oh man.
They start.
Absolutely.
Might start today.
now you start to say, you never know.
Hope it gets better than this today. If it gets worse than this, I'm in trouble.
like you say, you never know. Every
You never
second
know.
count.
Absolutely.
count. Every second. So good.
Wow.
Yeah, that's so true.
They were rolling.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. It's a pretty cool. I don't know I have no clue what's going on with that lady. That lady needs her ass. Hey, 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 hey. No cop saying anything. Literally don't see nothing. I got the name of the thing. You got it. Hold it out. Yeah. Don't see anything. We're going to do another one. Don't see anything. Good. Take Tariq's car. Yeah, don't see the front. Okay. Here. Yeah, okay. Yeah. And they got everything that we shot back. Yeah, everything we shot back.
Matt, how are you, man? Good.
Frederick Pitt.
Download it.
Where's your car? I just sent an email in with a description of everything.
Okay. You got to read our streaming. We're about to break